We've got some interesting claims from a lawyer or a legal profession, and they're talking about that they believe that Richard Hart is not going to fight or settle. They believe that there's a different strategy that Richard Hart wants to employ in order to deal with his case with the SEC. So, hello guys, my name is David King and I am the founder of PulseShib, a DeFi meme coin that went up 24.7x in under 30 days. And we're going to be taking a look at the tweets that Takuma Research shared. Now let's take a quick look at them, right? He says that regarding the Richard Hart Hex case, people are discussing whether Richard Hart will settle or fight this case. Both sides are wrong, as Richard Hart clearly chose to avoid being served the complaint. Here's the evidence and what this will mean for Hexicans. Now, normally when a complaint is served personally, a personal service, this means that handing over the complaint summons to the defendant. Clearly Richard has been avoiding this, right? So when you're being sued, there needs to be proof that you know you're being sued. So you need to be handed this in person. And they said, and he goes further to talk about how in some circumstances people could be sued via other broadcast services, right? Like on the news, in the newspapers. And now he goes out to outline one thing, that if you look at Richard Hart's bio on Twitter, it says Richard Hart doesn't read newspapers, he doesn't respond to emails, he doesn't read mail, he reads none of that. So he seems to think that this could be suggesting that Richard Hart does not intend to respond. He just intends to ghost them, right? That's what this lawyer believes. Now, I want to talk about what impact that could have, if that indeed is the strategy that he wants to employ, what impact that will have on the Pulse chain price. So if indeed he wants to do this, now the lawyer or legal profession or whoever he is, I don't know the credentials, but the tweet went pretty viral. A lot of people have been talking about it. He goes on to mention that if this is his strategy, if 120 days are passed, they will have to dismiss the case because this is a civil case. So the SEC would have to dismiss, the judge would have to dismiss the case because they failed to serve him. But then he then goes further and says the only issue is the fact that there are some fraud allegations. Now, fraud allegations are not a civil issue that the SEC deals with. So he says that if the DOJ has a case that is that is already out there, that's where the problem comes out, right? And if he maintains that strategy, if that indeed is his strategy, then things could go bad from that level. Then it might be a situation where he will not be able, the tweet goes on to say that he may not be able, he may never live stream or be in public ever again because of that, if he does not respond to a DOJ case. Now, personally, I think that if there is a chance that the case is dismissed in 120 days, then that's a potentially good strategy. But when it gets to become a DOJ case, then that's not a good strategy anymore. So I would say that the best strategy would be to settle or to fight. That's what I think. Because that's what I think would be the most bullish outcome for the entire ecosystem. Either to settle or to fight. That's the most bullish case. The other case, I don't think it's so bullish, right? Because I mean, in the hierarchy of governments, the United States is on the top. So it's a government that you don't want to be at the wrong side of. That's how I view things. And yeah, you might say let me know what you think in the comments below, but yeah, that's what I think in regards to that. And so I think that the best strategy is to fight it. And the good thing is that the laws are fair. If you look at, well, not completely fair, right? But they are somewhat fair, because if you look at a lot of the cases that crypto companies or crypto have been taking up, all the cases that a lot of them they've been winning. XRP has been winning their case, and other people have been winning as well. And so that trend may continue. If you look at the support that's rallying up around the crypto ecosystem, so that stuff may continue. So I think that there will be some rewards to fighting. Now, other things are, the biggest issue is this, right? The fact that the industry is so new and there's so many technicalities that are involved, that's where the big issue is. So, but all in all, I think the best strategy is to fight it. I do not think that what Takuma Research says is what will happen over time, right? Let's just scroll through the other tweets, right? It says, my assumption is that Richard Hart is trying to get the case dismissed by avoiding being served. This is possible, but a big problem with this strategy is that the SEC also has fraud allegations against him. This makes it possible that the DOJ will bring a case. Now, a person that they did bring a case against was John McAfee, right? And he ended up in I think in Spain. Then he was caught with some extradition in Spain, and then things did not end up well for him. There's many YouTube videos about John McAfee that you could watch in regards to that stuff. So all in all, I think if there's a possibility that the case is dismissed, then I see that as a good thing. But above that, I think that I do think that fighting is the best strategy. I do think fighting is the best strategy. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and as usual, none of this is any kind of advice. I'll see you again next time.